49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member, FDIC.
Next on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank, the regular season is coming to a close and we have the big game highlights with league titles on the line. We'll see Los Gatos battle Wilcox, Benicia takes on College Park, and Sequoia meets Burlingame.
We have thrilling softball action with Alameda and Bishop O'Dowd, NCS playoffs in lacrosse, and the story of the St. Francis runner finding a home on the track. It's all next on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start this week in the West Catholic League, where Valley Christian held just a one-game lead over second place Sarah with 2 games to play this week. The Sarah Padres playing third place Midi in a home-and-home series to end the regular season.
That's right. Valley Christian picked up a loss on Tuesday while Sarah battled Midi. A Sarah win would mean the Padres would move into a first-place tie with 1 regular season game to play.
It's so fluffy! Game 1 of the home-and-home series between Midi and Sarah. 14 Monarchs celebrating their senior day. Nico Rodriguez gets things started for Midi in the first, smacking a base hit to right field. The Monarchs' leadoff hitter is on base, but Sam Kretsch gets the backwards K to end the first. This ballgame remains scoreless. Top of the second, Rodriguez at second base keeps this hard-hit ball in the infield and makes a great play to get the runner at first. Top of the third, Justin Setchler leading off the inning, and that one is crushed to deep left center. Justin with a stand-up double, eventually scoring on an error. A few batters later, there are 2 runners in scoring position for Josiah Rodriguez. This one is deep enough to score Lucas Shoemaker. And then an error on the field plates Joey D'Amelio. It is 3-0 Padres after 3. And in the fourth, Ian Josephson, with no one on, hits a blast to deep center. That one is out of here. A solo shot for the junior. It's 4-0 Sarah. And in the next inning, it's Jake Downing up at the plate, and that is a no-doubter to right field over the building. The Cal Poly commit puts another run on the board for the Padres. And with plenty of run support, Sam Kretsch cruises through this one, throwing a complete game shutout. The St. Mary's commit striking out 6, giving up just 3 hits as Sarah pulls into first place in the West Catholic League standings with a 6-0 win over Midi.
The Amador Valley Dons ready to roll against first place Livermore. The Cowboys on the board first in the first, Sophia Garochi with a leadoff double to left. The junior scores on a Jay Cosgriff double, 1-0 Cowboys. This is a great hustle play here by Livermore shortstop Lane McCoskey. The hot smash gets past her, but Lane races into shallow left and throws the runner out at second. Great play. Still 1-0 in the fifth, and here's a great hustle play by the Dons catcher McKenna Charbonneau. The runner looking to head to third, but the catcher is there covering to prevent the extra base. That's good fundamentals right there. But the Cowboys score a short time later. Addison Rippey rips it high and deep and off the fence and left. Garochi scores. It's 2-0 Cowboys. Still in the fifth, runner at third for McCoskey, who lays down a beauty of a bunt. Cosgriff races home. It's 3-0 Livermore. The Dons get on the board in the fifth. Mai Falcone with a blast to left center. Lauren Tran scores, and it's 3-1 Falcone with a double. Then in the sixth, Ava Davis rips a solid single to right. Raya Sharda slides home, and it's 3-2 Livermore. The Cowboys get an insurance run in the seventh, and it's Garochi again. Sophia with a huge game for the Cowboys. This her second leadoff double of the game. Then with Garochi at third, Rippey lays down a terrific bunt. Rippey safe at first. Garochi scores. 4-0 Livermore, and that's the final as Livermore ends the regular season all alone in first place with the league playoffs next week.
Senior Day for Heritage Softball as 4 seniors were honored before the start of this one, but Liberty strikes first. Top 1, Jewel Cooper delivers with a knock down the left field line. Taylor Jennings and Paige Bretstein touch home plate. 2-0 Lions. More roaring from the Lions. This is Madison Tuttle lifting this ball out the left, and this ball gets away. Despite being thrown out at third, Madison records an RBI to make it 3-0 Liberty. Heritage looks to respond in the bottom half. Runner on second for Hannah Hagan, who skies one out the right, and this ball is fair. Tuttle would slap the tag to get the third out, but Michaela Mortimer scores to make it 3-1 after 1. Kay Skinner dominated the circle, throwing gas. How about 9 strikeouts for the sophomore? And from there, Liberty would take control of this one. Top 3, Lions up 6-1. Bella Rice rips a hard shot to third, and it's fair. Caitlin Macias trots home. Lions would tack on another run in the third to make it 8-1. Here's Macias delivering a shot out the center. Page scores. Here comes a sliding Kai Mars. 8-1 Liberty. And those roaring Lions continue to pour it on. Here's Taylor Jennings giving this baby a ride out the left. And this ball's going to the fence for an RBI triple. Kelsey Skaggs scores for the first time in 29 years. The Liberty Lions clinch the Bay Valley League regular season title, beating Heritage 12-1.
Two teams fighting for a playoff spot battling at Los Gatos Wednesday night. Los Altos with an early first set lead. Strong at the net is Aiden Cumpet and Fred Frida Eskenazi with a double block. But the Cats scratch back. Sean Slover to Lincoln Winthrow outside to Weston Kafer, who slams it off the defender. But the Eagles from Los Altos take the first set. Kevin Rubio to Dexter Hatfield, a perfect pass to Aiden Cumpet, who shows why he's a UC Irvine commit. Down a set, the Cats looking to get even in the second. Kafer to Winthrow to Nolan Haar, and the sophomore is really good. This match tight all night long. Cuppet again, this time from the middle, but the Cats take the second as Sean Slover recognizes the overpass and reps it home. We're tied at 1 apiece. To the third, and the Cats keep on rolling. This is impressive. The sophomore Haar, and that is not coming back. More Cats in the third. Slover to Riley Nguyen, out to Andres Goyes, and the senior captain rips it off a defender. Tied up late in the third. Kafer to Nguyen, perfect deep set to Slover. Oh my, the Cats go up 2-1. Fourth set now, and Nguyen sets to middle blocker and senior captain Casey Colson for the lead. Later in the fourth now, Will Enneking passing to Nguyen to Marcus McGrath, and the Cats are on their way. Nguyen again deep to Slover, and this Slover family is talented. That's a monster rip for Sean, also a sophomore. Then late fourth, Winthrow sets Slover again, and that's a happy bunch of Wildcats as Los Gatos likely earning a playoff spot with that win. Sean Slover leading the way with 20 kills. The Rikus Center brings us the Gary Rikus Players of the Week every week, the award based on performances in last week's games.
The announcement performed in a rap by our good friends at the Rikus Center. Here are this week's Gary Rikus Players of the Week.
Hey. Yeah. Get him. Duck and cover, everybody, there's another bomb coming. Wait, that's just Aaron Bomb running for the long comeback. Been a long time coming. 4 runs back in game 1, something that the #1 Eagle had to fly out. Scoring twice, wild pitch and 3 strikeouts. First place in the division, giving the Stars worth. That's Aaron unplugging them Chargers. But never running out of batteries. Actually, Nicholas Haas got dragon wings. The B.O.D. fly pitcher with the 5-inning no-hitter. You know how I drag a breeze, right? Cause it seems like fire. Fired off like a boss of a 9-to-5er. Beating on Piedmont, 9 to 5 works. Headed to Berkeley, Haas ready to strike first. Yeah. 49ers cow high. Gary Rikus Players of the Week. Trigger D beats and Mace. Yeah.
D-Line Constructors is a Bay Area leader in demolition, grading, paving, and site utilities. D-Line Constructors digs in with the passion and brings us the D-Line Defensive Play of the Week.
This week's D-Line Constructors defensive play goes to Lance Takamura from Lee. Lance throwing a strike to second base to backdoor the runner for the final out of the game. Lance Takamura with this week's D-Line Constructors defensive play.
The San Francisco Giants present the Baseball Coach of the Week every week.
Our Giants Coach of the Week this week is longtime Heritage coach Kevin Branham. Kevin does a great job with the Patriots year after year. The Pats clinching the Bay Valley League title for a second straight season. Last week, Kevin Branham is this week's San Francisco Giants Coach of the Week.
You can now become a member of our brand new YouTube membership. It's a great way to support our show and get exclusive full game videos every week from all of the games we shoot.
Scan the QR code on your screen or click in the link in our Instagram bio to join. Coming up, the Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. It's Piedmont at Berkeley.
And a big game in the Mount Hamilton division with Willow, Glen, and Branham when 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank continues.
Celebrate Mother's Day in style. Get this fashionable cross-body bag on May 12th. Moms deserve the best.
How's the chicken?
Oh, the prawns are delicious.
Oh, I have a shellfish allergy.
One prawn, very good.
Did I say chicken wrong?
Tired of people not listening to what you want?
It's truffle season.
That's okay.
Never enough truffles.
How much are they?
It's a lot.
Oh, okay. I'm good. That
It's like a priceless piece of art.
Enjoy.
or when they sell you what they want?
Yeah.
The more we understand you, the better we can help you. That's what U.S. Bank is for.
Huge relief.
Yeah.
I think our air conditioner is broken.
I'll get my tools.
Does your family suffer from fixititis syndrome?
Is it working?
Relief is just a call away. Service Champions has been proven to effectively combat the symptoms of fixititis syndrome. Side effects may include delusions of grandeur and a comfortable home. Service Champions is now offering $68 air conditioning tune-ups. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
Bring some fun to the ballpark with the Hello Kitty Day bucket hat. Cute and cool on May 11th. Nothing like it.
49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Service Champions, High Five Service, Champion Attitude, Service Champions. By Chick-fil-A, Eat More Chicken. By Mary West Credit Union, working for you today, tomorrow, together. And by Stevens Creek Chevrolet, find new roads.
The Piedmont Highlanders come into this week controlling their own destiny in the final week of the regular season. The Highlanders playing 2 games with league rival Berkeley this week. Just 1 win would give the Highlanders the league title.
The Yellow Jackets need to win both games for a chance to move into a first-place tie. We have action from the first game on Wednesday. It's our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game, which means both teams get free sandwiches after the game. Our Jake Vanderbrook was there.
It's the final week of the regular season in the West Alameda County Foothill Division. The Piedmont Highlanders just need 1 more win to clinch the regular season title. Meanwhile, Berkeley will look to stay in the hunt to qualify for next week's tournament. For Piedmont, Marcos Lagios is the go-to guy for the Highlanders. The junior has a .418 batting average with 6 home runs. And for Berkeley, Quentin Hill continues to smack the ball around. Q's hitting .362 with 15 RBIs. It's Berkeley and Piedmont in our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. It was senior day for Berkeley as Trey Johnson was being honored, and hey, what do you say, Trey? He gives us baby a ride! Hasta la vista! A solo blast for the senior. 1-0 Yellow Jackets after 1. Top 2, Piedmont has runners in scoring position for Jordan Vo, who lifts this out the center. Great effort here by the center fielder, but the ball drops as Dimitri Papahodopoulos and Schaefer Dandos touch home plate to make it 2-1 Highlanders. Piedmont tacks on another run in the third. Runner on for Peter Krumans, who cranks this ball out the left for an RBI single as Will Parker scores. 3-1 Highlanders. Berkeley ties it up in the bottom half as Jackson Ehrlich delivers a deep shot out the right center field, and you can kiss that ball goodbye. A 2-run blast for Action Jackson, all tied at 3. But Krumans answers with his own deep shot as Pistol Pete sends a bullet out the left, and you can forget about it. That's a solo blast for the Northern Kentucky commit. 4-3 Highlanders jumping to the bottom of the 6th. Piedmont up 5-3. Arson Ormsby comes in the pitch hit, and Arson delivers a knock out the right center. Parks Ramsdale scores. Here comes Manny Sellis, all tied at 5, and we're going to extra innings. Top 9, Schaefer steps into the box, hits a hard grounder, and this ball keeps rolling in the infield, and that's going to score Will Parker to make it 6-5. So Piedmont wants to get aggressive on the bases, huh? Runners on the corners. The throw goes to second, and it gets away. Pistol Pete's heading home. 7-5 Highlanders to the bottom half. Isaiah May starts the bottom of the 9th with a base hit out to left. So the tying run is at the plate. 2 outs, but Jack Magis gets the final out as Piedmont wins the West Alameda County Foothill Division regular season title beating Berkeley 7-5.
Every single chant we break it off, we do together, and we just stick together through the ups, through the downs. Like you see us, if someone hits a home run, we're all out there. But even if we're down or tied, we give up runs, we come in and we just stay together.
In Berkeley with the Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game, I'm Jake Vanderbrook, 49ers Cal High Sports.
Off to San Jose now as Willow Glen takes on Branham. The Bruins playing great defense early. Jesselyn Casillas fires a dart to Kalia Iko at second, and the runner is out at second. No score after one. Alana Clancy pitched well in the circle for Willow Glen. Alana getting one of her 7 strikeouts on the day. No score after 2. It would stay scoreless until the 4th when Caitlin Douglas crushes one to the gap in right center field for a double. Autumn Burns and Mackenzie Navarro both score, and it's 2-0 Bruins after 4. Then in the 5th, Ella Mosler grounds one to second. The throw to first gets away as Abby Fails races in to score. 3-0 Branham Bruins. Willow Glen gets the run back in the bottom half as the pitch gets away. Anaya Zambrano comes in to score, and it's 3-1 Branham after 5. The Bruins trying to add on in the 7th, but Clancy throws it to Sienna Miranda for 1. Then Sienna fires it to Caitlin Dilbeck, who then throws it to Maya Mendoza to get the runner out of third. It's a double play. Then in the bottom half, the throw to second is off. Here comes Sienna Miranda, and Sienna is safe at the plate. 3-2 Branham. Runners at the corners now for Alana Clancy, who crushes it deep to center field. It's over everybody's head. Catalina Medina is in. Caitlin Dilbeck is in. Alana Clancy with a walk-off 2-run double as the Rams celebrate after the game. Willow Glen wins it 4-3 to go to 11-2 in the Mount Hamilton division.
Altos here for round 2 of NCS D1 Girls Lacrosse Playoffs. Carondelet hosting Amador Valley. The Panthers wasting no time. Anna Mollahan ripping it in. Get used to her name because that's just the beginning for her tonight. It's 1-0. The Dons answer. Tatum Kokorian gets that one to go with ease. We are all knotted up at 1 with 8:30 left in the first. Final seconds the first. Jenna Balauzek finds Mollahan and in. Panthers take the lead back 2-1 end of the first. Into the second and more Carondelet action. Who other than Mollahan from downtown rifling that one in? Panthers lead by 2. Amador not backing down. Samantha Nissen bouncing in the 8-meter. The Dons trail by just 1. Final minutes of the second quarter. And now it's Sophia Falcioni from the 8-meter, and it's good. The Dons tie it back up at 3. But with just seconds before halftime, Balauzek finds Mollahan, and she top shelves this in for her 4th goal of the day. Are you kidding me? This duo is something else. Carondelet leads 4-2 at the half. Into the second half after a Don's goal. In case you aren't tired of it yet, you guessed it, Mollahan lays in goal number 5. The Panthers run away with it from there. Late 4th quarter, Balauzek bouncing in, finding the net. It's 10-5. Final moments of the 4th. Mimi Westfall all alone and scores. That will do it. Carondelet takes down Amador Valley 11-6 and moves on to semis, taking on San Ramon Valley next week.
Service Champions Heating and Air Conditioning helps us honor students who perform well on the field while doing great work around campus.
This week's Service Champions Student Spotlight is Taylor Continente from the Liberty softball team. Taylor is a member of the school's Future Farmers of America program, where she helps raise livestock. Taylor also helps out around campus by putting together fun activities, leadership events, and much more. Taylor Continente is this week's Service Champions Student Spotlight.
Delta Dental presents Smiles for Scholars. Each week we honor a team where every athlete is doing well in the classroom.
This week we honor the Carlmont volleyball team. The Scots great on the court and in the classroom with a 3.65 GPA. Coming up to the Peninsula for one of the big games in the Bay Division this week, it's Burlingame and Sequoia.
But first, here is our U.S. Bank Top 10 softball poll.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
From the beginning, Meriwest Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
Meriwest worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, Meriwest works for me.
Meriwest works for me wherever adventure takes us.
Meriwest Credit Union. Let us work for you. Today, tomorrow, together.
Jerry Rice, touchdown 49ers.
In my pursuit to greatness, I discovered the secret. Dedication to my team and my relentless drive to win. I chose to be in the presence of greatness. Bernardi Zerrata, the official injury attorneys of the San Francisco 49ers, share the same dedication, the same drive, the same spirit of champion. When justice is your goal, choose the dedicated team of Bernardi Zerrata, your faithful injury attorneys.
I think our air conditioner is broken.
I'll get my tools.
Does your family suffer from fixititis syndrome?
Is it working?
Relief is just a call away. High Five Service, champion attitude. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
We're all here for high school, and you're watching 49ers Cal High Sports.
We are back at the NBC Sports Studio with action from the Peninsula League Bay Division. 5 teams come into this week within 2 games of first place, with these final 2 games to play this week.
Burlingame and the Kings Academy were tied for first to start this week. Burlingame with 2 games against Sequoia. The Ravens were 2 games behind the league leaders and needing a sweep against the Panthers to keep their title hopes alive. Here's action from Game 2, played on Friday.
Buckle up for this Peninsula Bay showdown between Sequoia and Burlingame. Let's jump to the 4th. Sequoia loads the bases. Here's a blooper the short. Panthers look the turn 2, but Logan Mathias beats the throw at first. Nelson Cross scores 1-0 Ravens. Burlingame answers in the bottom half. Neil Gerhardt finds the grass for an RBI single as Tyler LaChance scores, all tied at 1. The Ravens would score 2 runs in the 5th, which includes this Nelson Cross knock out the left center. Luke Ulrich scores, and Nelson's pumped. 2-1 Ravens. Back and forth we go. This is Grayson Howard crushing this ball out to left, leading to a 1-out triple for the sophomore. Nelson would score on a sac fly to make this a 3-2 ball game. Top 6, runner on for Vincent Ollinger-Gianni, who shoots one in the left for a ribby as Cameron Abrams scores 4-2 Sequoia, but Burlingame continues to fight. Howard hits a grounder the short, but the throw, the first, gets away. Neal scores and the Panthers cut the deficit to 1. Couple Bears later, Eric G goes the other way with a knockout the right. Drew Lyon scores, but Robert Oda fires a missile to Mathias, and the runner is out. What a throw. We're all tied at 4, but Burlingame gets the last laugh in extra innings. Bottom 8 bases shoots for Eric G, who gives this baby a smack. It's over the left fielder's head. LaChance is heading home, and it's a walk-off for Mr. G. Burlingame wins it in extras. 5-4 the final.
Nikon introduced in Sunnyvale as Notre Dame Belmont takes on the Kings Academy. Katia Nesper in the circle for the Knights, and the sophomore gets a swing and a miss to retire the side. Bottom half of the first, Ava Thompson gets on via a walk and steals second, and when this ball gets away, takes off for third, slides in, and is safe. Mia Bennett on a 3-1 count hits a sharp grounder to the shortstop. Thompson breaks for home, and TKA takes a 1-0 lead on the fielder's choice. A pitcher's duel brings us to the top of the 6th with the same score, and here is the 16th strikeout of the game for Nesper. Yes, you heard that right, 16 strikeouts through 6. Bottom 6, Bennett looking for the Knights' 3rd hit of the game, and on a fly ball to center field, the sophomore delivers a stand-up 1-out double. No problem for Allison Louis. The junior records the strikeout and strands the runner at second. That takes us to the top of the 7th. 1-0 game, 2 strike, 2 outs, and a swing and a miss will do it. Nesper pitches a shutout, striking out 19 of 26 batters. The Kings Academy now 6-0 in the West Bay League. What a game for both pitchers. Nesper comes out on top.
Chick-fil-A brings us stories of athletes who inspire us.
Jake Vanderbrook joins us now with the story of the St. Francis runner finding her home on the track.
Robert Aubrey, growing up, Akanisi Latu Alves went through bumps and bruises along the way. However, this remarkable athlete is making strides towards success.
In the world of track and field, every second counts. For Akanesi Latu Alves, running is her freedom.
I was always just like really naturally fast in like elementary school and stuff. And then like transitioning into middle school, running just became sort of like an outlet for me to kind of just like release whatever like it felt like was like going on in my life.
Akanesi dealt with many tribulations at a young age. After her parents split up, Akanesi was living with her father in a car, homeless.
After my parents divorced when I was around 5, there was a lot of custody stuff. That's why the adjustment was so hard for me because, no job, and then it's okay, and then we got to move here, and then we got to move there again.
When Akanesi was just 12 years old, her father ran away from Akanesi and her 2 brothers, leaving them at her mother's house.
For me specifically, I remember I hadn't lived with my mom for years at that point, so it was a really hard transition. I came to a new city, started a new school with people I didn't know, and it was just at a really rocky point in my childhood, I believe. But what really got me through that at that time was just being close with my siblings.
Through thick and thin, Akanesi continues to make her family proud.
My sister has always been someone I looked up to my whole life, and she's never given up, which is something I admire so much about her.
Especially her mother, who's always by her side.
She's my best friend and my person. My mom's so important to me because she just has so much faith in me. And just growing with my mom the last 7 years, at St. Francis especially, man, we've just been through so much together, but she's really my rock.
Despite overcoming multiple injuries in high school, Akanesi continues to put her best foot forward. Not only this outstanding sprinter is smoking her competitors on the track, but this determined athlete is dominating the pit in both the long jump and the triple jump.
The friends I've made on this team I will consider family, but I have amazing teammates and I have very knowledgeable coaches who know how to pick me up from that time and teach me to keep going and keep running.
If there's one message we can take from Akanesi's story,
and if there's anything that I want people to take away from my story, it's just resiliency. Anything can be done. Wherever you are right now is not where you'll end up. Even now, I'm still so young. I don't know where I'm gonna end up at the end of my life, but I'm still gonna live it thoroughly and see where I can go.
From being homeless at a young age to leaping towards success, Akanesi Latu Alves continues to make big strides along the way and reminds us to hang tough when being challenged.
Yeah, Akanesi has a wonderful support system, her family, her track and field teammates, her coaches, the school, and let me tell you, she's a remarkable athlete. She just recently announced her verbal commitment to continue her track and field career at Portland State University.
Awesome.
That is so fantastic how far she has come. All right, Mira West Credit Union brings us the Mira West Merit Award honoring Bay Area teachers.
Here is Joseph Schwab from Woodside High School talking about his favorite teacher, Ben Nguyen.
Favorite teacher, gotta say Mr. Ben Nguyen. He's my favorite teacher because he just makes class so fun. He's a funny guy, and all of his classes we just mess around, kind of, even though we're not supposed to. But she makes it pretty enjoyable, so we all love him.
Coming up, the race for the De Anza Division title with Los Gatos and Wilcox.
Then we check into the NCS lacrosse playoffs. 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. We'll be right back.
I think our air conditioner is broken.
I'll get my tools.
Does your family suffer from fixititis syndrome?
Is it working?
Relief is just a call away. High Five Service, champion attitude. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
1, 2, 3.
Get ready to cheer for your next new or used car at Stevens Creek Chevrolet.
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
We're ready to make your buying experience safe and easy. Come to our dealership to see and test drive one of hundreds of great Chevrolet cars and trucks. Or you can go online to shop, order, and have your new car delivered right to your door. So get fired up for a great deal right here at
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
I'm Nancy Lambert, the director of the Schwab Learning Center at CHC. In a world where every second counts, education doesn't have to be a struggle. At the Schwab Learning Center, our learning specialists work one-on-one with high school and college students with ADHD, dyslexia, and other learning differences. We work with you to understand your learning and attention strengths and challenges. We help you develop strategies that optimize the way you learn. Discover the power of personalized learning that empowers students to excel. Your success is our mission.
Party time!
49 49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Lexus of Stevens Creek, taking care of our guests one at a time. By DJDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. By Schwab Learning Center, your success is our mission. By the Riker Center, got goals? And by Sharks Ice, official practice facility of the San Jose Sharks and home of the San Jose Barracuda.
The Los Altos Eagles hold a slim one-game lead over Los Gatos in the De Anza division. The Wildcats taking on Wilcox for 2 games this week before their 2-game set against Los Altos next week.
So crucial games for the Cats as they try and claw their way up to the top spot. Game 1 of this 2-game series played on Wednesday at Wilcox.
Tyler Flipson here for De Anza League Battle. The 4th place Wilcox Chargers hosting the 2nd place Los Gatos Wildcats. Cats ready to roll in the first. Carter Johnstone drives this one in right and gets it to fall for a triple, knocking Zach Biller in to make it 1-0. Same inning, Braden Smith drives it into left center for a double, showing us his moves on second and bringing Johnstone home to make it 2-0. The Chargers answer in the bottom of the first. Isaiah Mendoza hits it hard at shortstop, and the throw is off, finding himself safe at first. Now firing to home, and it's off also. That gets Matthew Tiendes home safely. Wilcox trails 2-1. In the third now, 1 LG run later. Donovan Freed obliterates this thing right at the warning track for a double, knocking Santino Nunez and Johnstone in. Cats up 5-1. More LG jumping to the 4th. 3 Cats runs later, and Freed saying, "I'm not leaving this one short again," ripping the seams off the ball. See you later. Los Gatos running away with it 10-1. Cats not letting up. Braden with the line drive in left center, allowing Johnstone and AJ Leipava to score, tacking on 2 more Los Gatos runs. Bottom 6, Wilcox not quitting, but Wildcats Anthony Edwards rifling in, swinging strike 3. That will do it, and LG goes the distance, taking down Wilcox in dominant fashion. LG now tied for first place in the league with Los Altos, improving to 9-2.
The Miramonte Matadors host the Campo Cougars in the second round of the NCS D2 playoffs. Cougars take an early 2-goal lead. First, it's Gaten Avicoli fighting through the physicality of the defenders. 1-0 Cougars. Matadors on the attack. EJ Ho with the ball, and the freshman is feeling it. EJ scores to make it a 1-goal game. Here's the final 5 seconds of the first quarter. Liam Campbell finds Jackson George with 1 second left. Goal! Does it count? Refs say it does. We are tied at 2 after 1. Tied at 3 now. Here's Ho finding Trent Bensinger, and Trent scores the tiebreaker. The Matadors lead 4-3. 2 minutes left in the half. Here's Gaten Avicoli going back and forth and goal! Gaten scores the equalizer. It's 4-4. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Ben Whipple to Bowden Rasmussen. Back to Whipple. He shoots. Goal! Beautiful passing by the Cougars, and Campo goes into half with a 5-4 lead. In the second half, it was all Cougars. Campo outscores Miramonte 6-2, including this rocket by the sophomore Luca Vazzali as Campo Lindo wins the rivalry game. The Avicoli brothers put on a show. Gaten with 3 goals and Dante with 22 saves in the net.
Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award, leading to $10,000 in scholarships to be handed out by Lexus of Stevens Creek at our end of the season awards banquet.
We are now looking over the essays submitted by our top volunteers. We will then choose the top 5 who will split the $10,000 in scholarship money by Lexus of Stevens Creek at our end of the season awards banquet, which is on May 23rd.
Gallo Salami helps us spotlight top athletes who are among the top recruits in the nation. This week's Gallo Salami Big Salami is Ollie Obenauer from Lee High School. Ollie making his college commitment last week. He will be a Washington State Cougar. Congrats to Ollie.
Coming up, first place on the line in the Diablo Foothill League as College Park battles Benicia.
And Carlmont puts its league lead on the line against Aragon. But first, here is this week's learning tip from the Schwab Learning Center.
For students with ADHD or dyslexia, it helps to incorporate movement and physical breaks into your studying. Use the time to stretch, walk, or do quick exercises to rejuvenate your focus. If possible, try studying while standing or use a treadmill desk to keep your body active. Remember, with the right strategies and support, you can excel academically.
A tight race in the Diablo Foothill League with College Park in the lead to start the week, but 3 teams tied for first place after the games played on Tuesday.
Benicia's win over College Park Tuesday meant Benicia, College Park, and Acalanes were all 5-2 in league. That set up a huge matchup in Game 2 of the series with Benicia and College Park playing to stay on top Thursday afternoon at College Park. Winner of this Thursday matchup between Benicia and College Park will stay in the first place spot in the Diablo Foothill League standings. The home team, College Park, getting a rally started in the bottom of the second. Colin Bankard with a runner on first, smokes one down the left field line. James Voorhees rounds second and dives into third. Bankard with a double. That puts 2 in scoring position for Riley Meadows. A grounder to the right side, and it gets past the first baseman. Voorhees scores the game's first run, 1-0 Falcons. Still, just 1 out. Connor Berkowitz rips one through the 5-6 hole, an RBI single for Burko. And College Park still isn't done. Later in the inning, the bases are juiced for Nathan LaFell. He hits a deep, towering ball to left center, and no one is going to get it. A bases clearing double for LaFell, and what if I told you the Falcons still weren't done? Voorhees chops it through the left side, and James has his second hit in the inning. This time he drives in Hunter Pelayo, and the Falcons put up an 8th spot in the inning. Still a lot of game left to play. Diego Emmerling locking it down on the mound, keeping the Benicia bat quiet in his 3 1/3 innings. Bottom of the third, no one on for Vincent Vassell, and he hits a deep ball to the opposite field. It flies on out of here, a solo shot to make it 9-0 Park. Same inning, runners on first and second for Desmond Cobb. Cobb comes up clutch with a base hit to left, scoring LaFell. Park leads it 13-0 after the inning. Benicia with signs of life in the top of the 4th. 2 on for Abdi Ayers, going with the pitch, and Abdi bloops a base hit down the right field line, scoring Nash Rubens from second. The Panthers score twice in the inning, but that's all the Falcons would allow. Vassell with that solo shot. He was also putting on a clinic at shortstop. College Park now in a first place tie with Acalanes for the Diablo Foothill League lead with 1 series remaining.
Off to Jim Liggett Field now as Carlmont takes on Aragon. Mia Gutierrez-Sotero puts the Scots on the board with a shot to dead center field. That one is out of here, a solo shot for Mia, and it's 1-0 Carlmont Scots after 1. The Scots trying to add on in the second, but Maddie Ketchum makes the catch in left for 1. Then Maddie fires it to Destiny Garcia at the plate, and the runner is out at the plate. Still 1-0 Carlmont after 2. Top 3 now, and Janelle G hits a grounder to third. The throw to first is off as Maddie Ketchum comes home, and the game is tied at 1. But it was all Carlmont from there. Izzy Wan grounds one through the left side of the infield for a base hit. Molly Brandt scores, and it's 2-1 Carlmont. Then a few moments later, Kylie Ruspiel crushes it to center field. That one is way out of here. A 3-run blast from the senior. 5-1 Carlmont, but the Scots were not done. Molly Brand goes the other way for a base hit. Sienna Farrell and Bella Wilson both score. Then Izzy Wan smacks the ball to left field. That will roll all the way to the fence as Gutierrez-Sotero and Brand come in to score. 9-1 Carlmont after 3. Bottom 6 now, and Kylie Ruspiel crushes another one to center field. That one is gone. Kylie's second home run of the game, and this one ends it as Carlmont wins it 11-1 in 6 innings to go to 9-2 in the Peninsula Bay Division.
The Harker School helps us honor scholar athletes each week. This week's Harker Scholar athlete is Harry Pelsman from the Woodside baseball team. Harry with a perfect 4.0 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School, middle and upper school instrumentalists were featured at this year's Spring Orchestra concerts, where students performed works by the likes of Beethoven and Handel. 8th grader Patricia Lee, junior Rohan Ramkumar, and senior Harshini Chatravardula were all featured as guest conductors. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org.
Albany's Construction brings us the Dirty Work play each week. This is the play showing the type of grit and determination exemplified by all of the good folks at Albany's Construction. This week's Dirty Work play goes to Landon Cabrera from Lee. Landon with a sparkling diving catch for the Longhorns in their win last week. Landon Cabrera doing the dirty work just like our good friends at Albany's Construction. There is so much great content on our social media. Check us out all week long on all of the platforms, but especially on Instagram.
We are at 49ers Cal High, and please become a member of our YouTube page to support the show and get access to exclusive content thanks to our newest members, Yasmin Gonzalez and Dominic Poole.
Coming up, it's Menlo-Atherton and the Kings Academy in our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week.
And Alameda battles Bishop O'Dowd softball as 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank, rolls along.
This tiny payment thing is a giant pain.
Hi, ladies. Alex from U.S. Bank. Can she help? How about a comprehensive point-of-sale system
that can track inventory, manage schedules,
and customize orders? That's what U.S. Bank Business Essentials is for.
What about a new oven? Can U.S. Bank help us there?
We can serve loans in as fast as 12 minutes.
That would be a big help. Huge.
Jumbo. Ginormous.
Finding ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. We'll get there together.
Join us on the ice for the Bay Area's hottest sport. High school ice hockey leagues are forming now for the upcoming season. Be part of this fast-moving, hard-hitting, crazy, exciting game. You can join as part of your high school team or sign up to be assigned to a team. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations all around the Bay Area. Jump in anytime and join your friends on the ice. Be a part of Bay Area high school hockey. Contact Sharks Ice for more details and get into the game today.
Want to make $186,000 a year, serving a community that wants you. The San Jose Police Department is hiring. Choose from over 50 specialty assignments like K-9 officer, helicopter pilot, or crime scene investigator. If you have the drive to serve, we will teach you the rest. Apply today at joinsjpd.com.
Jerry Rice, touchdown 49ers.
In my pursuit to greatness, I discovered the secret. Dedication to my team and my relentless drive to win. I chose to be in the presence of greatness. Bernardi Zarata, the official injury attorneys of the San Francisco 49ers, share the same dedication, the same drive, the same spirit of champion. When justice is your goal, choose the dedicated team of Bernardi Zarata, your faithful injury attorneys.
Back to the Peninsula Bay Division, where earlier in the show we talked about the tight race for first place with 4 games to play in the league. The Kings Academy had a 1-game lead to start the week.
But Menlo-Atherton was just 1 game back. The 2 teams meeting for 2 games this week. Game 1 is our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week. Our Adrian Soriano was there.
We are now at the point of the season where every game matters, especially in the Peninsula Bay Division. The Kings Academy Knights entered the week tied for first with Burlingame. Nate Plata is a big reason for the Knights' success. Nate is hitting .406 with 14 RBIs on the season. Just 1 game back of both the Kings Academy and Burlingame are the Menlo-Atherton Bears. The Bears feature senior Rowan Kelly. Rowan is hitting .425 with 4 home runs and 19 RBI. It's the Bears and the Knights in our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week. Toby Trotter on the mound for the Kings Academy, and Toby gets one of his 6 punch-outs of the game. This one ends the first inning, but not to be outdone was senior Harrison Long. Harrison getting the batter to chase for strike 3. No score after 3 innings. It would stay that way until the 4th as the pitch gets away. Ethan Johnson races in to score, and it's 1-0 Kings Academy after 4. Bottom 5 now when the pickoff throw to first is off, but great defense from the Bears as Jimmy Zaharias fires a strike to Trevor Hines, and the runner is out at the plate. Still 1-0 Knights after 5. Then with runners at the corners in the 6th, Jack Molise gets in a pickle. Here comes Rowan Kelly at the plate, and the UC Santa Barbara commit is safe at the plate, and the game is tied at 1. Just a few moments later, Ryder Kelly goes the other way for a base hit. Jack Molise comes in to score as the Bears jump ahead 2-1 after 6. Top 7 now, and Ronan Cutright shoots it to right for a base hit. Matt Wolf and Will Roberts both score and it's 4-1 MA Bears. But the Knights rally back in the bottom half. Nate Plata grounds it down the third baseline. That's a fair ball as Anthony Wythe and Shane Santaga score, and it's a one-run game. Runners at the corners now, but the MA defense stands strong as Jimmy Zaharias gets the grounder and steps on the bag for the final out as the Bears hang on to win it 4-3 to stay within one game off Burlingame in the Peninsula Bay Division. Here's Ronan Cutright after the game.
We stay in it. We fight to last out. Our at-bats get grittier at the end. We come to play.
In Sunnyvale with the Crumble Cookies game of the week, I'm Adrian Soriano, 49ers Cal High Sports.
First place game in the WAC Foothill Division, Alameda with a one-game lead over Bishop O'Dowd. The Dragons defense on fire early on, or should I say breathing fire? That's a phenomenal catch in center field by J.Ella Mercado. Then the Dragons first baseman Olivia Marletta getting out of the inning, diving for the short pop-up in foul territory. The Dragons have their first runner in scoring position in the bottom of the third. It's popped up in foul territory. Liera Robinson makes the shoestring grab. The runner tags up and Miley Shawblow applies the tag for the double play. A defensive game and a pitcher's duel this one was. Freshman Zoe Bollock uses the off-speed pitch to strike out the batter in the fourth, getting her offense back on the field. Bottom four, Tulip Barnes takes the low inside pitch and scorches it to left center. Priya Kasling goes from first to third on the double by Barnes. Next batter is Riley Veenstra. Coach calls the suicide squeeze and Kasling is safe at the plate. O'Dowd takes the 1-0 lead and looking for more in the inning. But that's all. Starting pitcher Jasmine Worley would allow all game. Let's see if her offense can push one across in the seventh. Still a 1-0 game. Julia Lambert smacks a base hit down the left field line. The freshman now representing the tying run. A soft liner. Bollock gets it. Throws to Marletta at first. A double play, and that's how it ends. The Dragons celebrate a big win behind the complete game shutout from Zoe Bollock. Bishop O'Dowd pulls into a first-place tie in the division, tied with Alameda with 2 games to play. The Piedmont Hills baseball team is having a great season.
The Pirates joining our Jake Vanderbrook at the Rikus Center this week.
And we are here at the Rikus Center for human enhancement where goals are achieved. Got goals? And here's the baseball team from Piedmont Hills. Make some noise! So we're going to start off with Brian Wang, who is a senior. So Brian, last year this team has faced some challenges, but this year you guys are playing really well. You guys have done a complete 180. What's the difference from last year to this year?
I mean, I'd say we obviously have a much more talented roster this year, but not only that, like this year we all really get along with each other, and I feel like we're playing as a team and we're all playing for each other rather than just a group of individual players.
Yeah, let me tell you, there's a lot of young talent on this roster. Travis Linane being one of them. You're 6-1 on the rubber with a 1.31 ERA. You know, what's been the key to your success whenever you take the mound?
I feel like I just go up to the mound being confident, trusting my defense, making the plays behind me, and just playing for my team.
Yeah, this team plays really well with each other. And finally, I'm going to make my way over to Toby Torres. You're hitting .422, 22 ribbies. You know, just one of the big bats for this team. But what's the one thing that stands out the most with this team?
I think our team chemistry stands out the most, and our work ethic. I think our coaches push us a lot, and that benefits to us.
What's the one thing you guys do to keep each other in check come game day in terms of the team chemistry?
Always make sure we're good mentally and physically, you know, always checking on each other.
All good. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. Best of luck to you guys the rest of the way. Take us out with a break.
1, 2, 3, 5! Stevens Creek Chevrolet brings us the Spirit Corner every week, honoring Spirit teams all around the Bay Area.
Here is the cheer team from Willow Glen High School. Coming up, the Milpitas Trojans can wrap up a league title this week. The Trojans against the Santa Clara Bruins next.
But first, here is our U.S. Bank Top 10 baseball poll.
The Milpitas Trojans looking to lock down the El Camino Division title this week. It would be the Trojans' first league title in 10 years.
The last time was when Adrian Soriano was manager for the Trojans his senior year. After Adrian left the program, it went completely downhill. But now, the Trojans are back. Milpitas going for the league title against Santa Clara this week.
Adrian Soriano here in Milpitas as the Trojans look to wrap up the Santa Clara Valley El Camino Division title. The Trojans on the board first. Hugo Garay grounds it through the right side of the infield for a base hit. Adrian Chavez races in to score. 1-0 Milpitas after one. Garay was also great on the mound for the Trojans. Hugo getting one of his 4 strikeouts on the game here. This one ends the top half of the second. To the bottom half now, and Nathan Pagba crushes it deep to left field. That will go all the way to the fence as Nathan races into third for a triple. But Santa Clara gets out of it as Drew Diffenderfer gets the batter to chase for strike 3. Still 1-0 Milpitas after 2. The Bruins trying to rally in the 5th, but Isaiah Rodriguez fires a strike to Adrian Chavez at second, and the runner is out at second. To the bottom half now, and once again Hugo Garay helps his own cause with a grounder to second. The ball finds the outfield as Josh Permisius comes home. Right behind him is Adrian Chavez. 3-0 Milpitas after 5. The Trojans closing in on a league title, and Roro Olivo makes the catch for the final out as the Milpitas Trojans win the Santa Clara Valley El Camino Division title for the first time in 10 years.
Bernardi Zerrata is your faithful injury attorneys, bringing us the hometown hero every week.
This week we honor the Yockey family. Brian Yockey, the head coach of the Midi baseball team and this year's CCS honors coach, and Megan Yockey, the head coach of the Midi softball team. In fact, for 3 years, the two coached the softball team together. Brian and Megan Yockey, this week's Bernardi Zerrata Hometown Heroes.
DGDG.com wants you to be a happy car buyer, so each week they bring us the Be Happy Play. This is a play in a game that made everybody happy.
This week's Be Happy Play goes to the Willow Glen Rams. Alana Clincy with a shot to center field. Catalina Medina and Caitlin Delbeck both score as the Rams walk it off and celebrate after the game, and everyone was happy about it. Want to be a happy car buyer? Go to DGDG.com.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. It might be this play, but you have to wait to find out.
First, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Rikes Center.
I'm Andrew Havili, and today's training tip is an ankle jump. An ankle jump is built to increase explosiveness, but isolating the ankle, because when you jump, you use your hips, your knees, and your ankles. We want to work primarily the ankles and the calves. So Matthias is going to start feet shoulder width apart, and he's going to start jumping with minimal knee bend. Go ahead. Go, quicker, 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 up, up, up. When he's jumping and he's in the air, you want to pull the toes up. So toes are up, strike down the ball of the foot. That's going to increase that ankle movement, making sure he's using his calf, little to no hip or knee flexion.
We announce the Service by Medallion Play of the Week to end every show.
We'll show you some top contenders, then announce this week's Service by Medallion Play of the Week.
Play of the Week.
We start off with Isaiah Rodriguez from Milpitas firing a strike to second to get the runner. How about Bishop O'Dowd's Jayela Mercado with this nice catch in the outfield? But the play of the week goes to her teammate Olivia Marletta with this catch in foul territory. Olivia Marletta, you just won the play of the week.
That's the play of the week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Be sure to join us next week for the story of the Los Gatos volleyball player coming back after open heart surgery. We'll see you next week.
I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check back every Sunday night.
And watch us every Sunday night at 6 and 10 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.